The Miami Heat opted for a low-cost test drive at Thursday's NBA trading deadline, rather than something more costly. Minutes before the 3 p.m. deadline, the Heat closed a deal with the Houston Rockets for veteran guard Victor Oladipo, at the cost of Kelly Olynyk, Avery Bradley and a 2022 first-round pick swap. The move came after the Heat refused to budge in a high-stakes stare-down with the Toronto Raptors over guard Kyle Lowry. So instead of dangling second-year guard Tyler Herro, or parting with the youthful potential of Duncan Robinson and Precious Achiuwa, the Heat sent out a pair of players who likely would have been lost in free agency this summer. That also could be the case with Oladipo, 28, who is in the final year of his contract, earning $21 million this season. The ultimate cost for the Heat, and the ultimate net gain for the Rockets, is in the 2022 pick swap, which most likely will come with the first-round pick Houston holds from the Brooklyn Nets. That could have the Heat in the 2022 first round, moving from the late teens or early 20s closer to the 30th and final pick of the first round, based on the Nets roster of James Harden, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Olynyk had been starting in the void of other options for coach Erik Spoelstra, struggling this season with his three-point shooting. Bradley only played 10 games with the Heat after being signed in the offseason in free agency, missing 8 games due to COVID-19 and his final 23 with the Heat due to a calf strain. I'm sure there's a lot of emotions for everybody, and the range of emotions are different, depending on what your circumstance is. And that's a reality, Spoelstra said of the roster shuffle ahead of Thursday night's game against the Portland Trail Blazers at American Airlines Arena. There's a human side to it, for sure. And then there's the business side of it, and you have to be able to compartmentalize it, too. The Oladipo deal was closed after the Raptors held firm on their asking price for the 35-year-old Lowry. Like Lowry, Oladipo can become a free agent this summer. Should the short-term tryout with Oladipo work out, the Heat will have Oladipo's bird rights to re-sign him above the salary cap, and therefore pick up the 2021-22 options on the contracts of guard Goran Dragic and forward Andre Iguodala. Should the Heat opt to move on from Oladipo, they then could be positioned to cobble together as much as $28 million in salary cap space. Possibly to sign Lowry when he hits free agency. For all the high-end talent the Heat had been linked to, they navigated the process by upgrading in the backcourt with Oladipo and in the frontcourt with Sacramento Kings outside shooting big man Nemanja Bjelica, who was acquired Thursday at the cost of Harkless and Silva. I just know there's a human side to it, and that's okay, to have whatever emotions that you feel and are going through, Spoelstra said of those rumored in trades who remain with the team.